What if your employee paid you actual money and paid time off the clock just to grab coffee with a friend? Well, not as a team building retreat, but an hour a month and about $100 with one instruction: go be close to someone. One Swedish company actually tried it, and the results say something uncomfortable about how all of us are living right now. Staff at a major Swedish pharmacy chain are being given paid time off to spend with friends, as Sweden's government calls on businesses to help play a role in tackling loneliness. Now, Sweden might have a reputation as one of the happiest, most socially progressive countries on earth, but it is also quite lonely. The Friend Care pilot comes as Sweden's public health agency launches a first national strategy to combat loneliness in the Nordic nation. Now, Sweden's own public health agency estimates that of its roughly 10 million people, around 6 lakh adults say that they are often lonely, and 1.3 million don't have a single person that they can share their deepest thoughts with. Even a 2022 EU-wide survey found teenage girls reporting it most. Nearly 1 in 5 say they feel alone often or always. Now, it's a long-standing Swedish norm of not wanting to impose on other people. Personal space is prized so highly that simply approaching a stranger or even an old friend can feel like crossing a line most people were never taught how to cross. And reports say Health Minister Jacob Forsmed has described loneliness as a major public health concern, citing global research linking the problem to an increased risk of illness, including coronary heart disease and strokes, and a greater likelihood of early mortality. Now, launched in April and described as a first of its kind, the pilot gave participants 15 minutes of paid friend care time each week, or 1 hour a month, along with 1,000 Swedish krona, which is about 105 USD, to spend on activities that help nurture friendships. One can use this allotted friend care time to chat on the phone, make plans over text, or meet up with someone in person. Now, Chris Swader, an associate professor of sociology at a Sweden university who studies loneliness in Europe, calls the idea well-intentioned, but he is skeptical that 1 hour a month can meaningfully fix something this structural.
People who are both younger and older tend to be more lonely. People in the middle ages a little bit less lonely. Unemployed, divorced, people who are marginalized, for example, immigrants or who might be members of ethnic minorities are more likely to be lonely too. Also, poor people tend to be more lonely than people with more money. So those are some of the risk factors. In terms of the bigger causes that might be causing a rise of loneliness among adolescents in particular, if that rise is happening, technology could be one of the reasons, especially social media use.
His bigger argument is that if you actually want to fix loneliness at scale, you don't tweak the edges of the work week. You change its shape entirely. He points to ideas like a 6-hour workday or a 4-day week as the kind of structural shift that could genuinely rebalance people's work and private lives.